and a warm welcome to the Global AI News Weekly Briefing for the week ending December 7th, 2025. Forget incremental updates. This week, the future of AI was decided in a massive wave of billion-dollar deals and mind-bending breakthroughs. We are tracking the intense global race to autonomy. Who is winning, who is getting left behind, and what it all means for your job, your wallet, and your future. So let's dive in. Today, we are breaking down the biggest events from the AI world. We'll start by tackling geopolitics and governance. It's a battle over who writes the rules and who controls the chips. Then we go inside the data centers for the hardware arms race, where we will see how companies are trying to build literal supercomputers. We'll analyze the intense frontier model showdown between Google, OpenAI, and the new autonomous agents. Finally, the most important section, the economic and societal impact, including critical warnings from the godfather of AI himself. So let's begin with the escalating global battle for technological dominance. While the US focuses heavily on defense and security, China is playing a different, highly strategic game, global leadership in rules. China has positioned AI as a core economic driver. They are spearheading global governance efforts through international forums, proposing frameworks for ethical deployment. Why? Officials emphasize the need for harmonized rules to mitigate risks like misuse and bias. By standardizing AI practices worldwide, China aims to foster trust and enable critical cross border innovation in huge sectors like healthcare and autonomous systems. They are actively trying to shape equitable technological progress for billions. Across the Pacific, the US is hardening its technological edge. This week, bipartisan US senators introduced tough legislation to prevent the easing of export controls on the most advanced AI chips, specifically Nvidia H200 chips to China. This action is all about sustaining the US technological advantage, particularly in chips vital for training the largest AI models and escalating the US China rivalry. But the biggest news for the long term? The US launched the Genesis mission. This massive national initiative, modeled after the historic Manhattan Project, is integrating AI across 17 national labs. The goal is audacious: to double American scientific productivity within a decade by deploying advanced AI agents in fields like fusion energy and biotechnology. This is a clear move to secure US leadership in future scientific discovery. The rest of the world is scrambling to adapt to this geopolitical tension. In Europe, the CEO of software giant SAP is calling for a major overhaul, demanding a single European market with relaxed AI rules. He warns that without streamlining regulations, Europe will fall behind US and Chinese investments. Streamlining could unlock an estimated 200 billion euros in economic value and strengthen Europe's own AI sovereignty. Meanwhile, Australia unveiled a comprehensive AI roadmap backed by $1 billion in funding for data centers and skills training, aiming to become a regional AI hub using existing laws rather than creating complex new mandate. Even South Africa is enacting a national AI policy that mirrors EU rules for responsible adoption, showcasing the global spread of AI governance. Let's transition from policy to pure power. The AI industry is rapidly shifting its focus from training large models to inference. That is, the real time processing and application of models that you use every day. Google just dropped a bombshell, challenging Nvidia's chip dominance by unveiling the seventh generation Ironwood TPU hypercomputer. What is it? A single superpod that links an unbelievable 9,216 TPU chips together. This massive system delivers 4 times the performance for inference, enabling real time AI globally while also cutting energy costs. This hardware leap is critical, with projections suggesting Google's TPUs could claim 25% of the massive AI chip market by 2030. The sheer scale of investment in AI infrastructure this week is mind boggling. OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, is partnering with Oracle to build a gigantic gigawatt AI campus in Wisconsin, featuring 4 data centers with nearly 1,000 megawatts of capacity. That is the equivalent power of a small city dedicated just to AI. OpenAI also signed a 7-year, $38 billion partnership with AWS for access to advanced GPUs. This is a smart move to diversify the computer sources beyond just Microsoft. This construction boom is truly global. Infrastructure firm AECOM was contracted to build a massive 500 megawatt AI data center in Spain, confirming that the demand for compute power is surging across southern Europe and beyond. But building these super systems faces physical constraints: speed, heat, and power. Problem number one is speed. The speed at which data moves is now the critical bottleneck. Semiconductor giant Marvell acquired Celestial AI for up to $5.5 billion to integrate its photonic fabric. This technology uses light, not electrical waves, to transmit data, dramatically reducing data transfer limitations and the massive energy cost of moving information across AI clusters. The second problem is that of heat. Traditional air cooling can no longer handle the extreme thermal loads of next gen chips, which consume over 1,000 watts each. Lenovo ruled out its Neptune liquid cooling technology, which is essential for building denser, more sustainable computer clusters. And the third problem, energy. Worrying reports show that rising carbon emissions and energy constraints in South Korea, a key manufacturing hub, could create a global bottleneck for crucial memory chips. Let's move from the hardware to the brains, the frontier models. Google just fired a massive shot in the model race by unveiling Gemini 3. This model immediately set new performance standards, excelling on highly advanced reasoning benchmarks like GPQA. It introduced features like Deep Think mode for enhanced problem solving and generative UI. Gemini 3 supports complex real world multimodal tasks, including in depth video analysis, elevating AI's integration into daily tools worldwide. This release signals that the battle for model supremacy is more intense than ever. Google's Gemini 3 release triggered an immediate response from OpenAI. Internal urgency was reportedly signaled by a code red focused on improving ChatGPT amid the competition. OpenAI quickly released GPT 5.1 ahead of schedule. This new version introduces adaptive reasoning using instant mode for simple queries and thinking mode for complex ones, making it faster and more efficient. But the most fascinating story is the leaked information about Project Garlic. This secret initiative reportedly aims to compress GPT 4.5 level reasoning into a significantly smaller, faster, and cheaper architecture. If Project Garlic succeeds, it could commoditize high level intelligence, allowing powerful AI to run locally on your device, effectively challenging the current cloud dependent business model. This week confirmed the most significant conceptual shift in AI. We are moving from simple chatbots to true autonomous agents, digital workers that operate without constant user input. Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.5 is leading this wave. It excels in autonomous coding and complex multi step tasks, and in internal coding exams. Claude actually surpassed human engineers by using creative reasoning to resolve difficult ambiguities. To help businesses adopt this power, AWS introduced Agent Core, a new framework designed to accelerate the deployment of autonomous AI agents in enterprises, giving them the tools to execute complex workflows independently. Even Microsoft got in on the action, releasing Farah 7B, a compact agentic model designed to run on consumer hardware, enabling offline, privacy focused AI that can handle tasks like screen perception without relying on the cloud. The race for AI is also a race for national independence, known as sovereign AI. Europe's answer is Mistral AI, which secured a record $2 billion funding round, valuing the company at $13.7 billion. This massive investment promotes data independence and catalyzes European tech autonomy, ensuring that sensitive data remains within Europe borders and reducing geopolitical risk. Meanwhile, from China, Moonshot AI launched the trillion parameter Kimi K2, which excels on advanced exams through long horizon reasoning. China also saw the release of DeepSeek version 3.2, an open source model optimized for inference, challenging proprietary models by making high capability AI more accessible for developers worldwide. Now for the issues that affects everyone, your job. Geoffrey Hinton, often called the Godfather of AI, issued a severe public warning this week. He stated that tech leaders are driving us forward towards massive job losses with no plan B. His argument is structurally profound. Unlike previous industrial revolutions, which replaced physical labor, AI threatens to replace human cognition entirely. His comments have intensified the global debate on solutions like universal basic income. Countering this view, AWS CEO Matt Garman attempted to quell labor fears by insisting that AI agents are merely productivity tools, not workforce substitutes. This highlights the huge tension between corporate public relations and the potential reality of an AI driven efficiency. The economic concerns don't just stop there. Landmark UN report warned that the rapid adoption of AI risks catastrophically widening the wealth gap between developed and developing nations. Without serious interventions like technology transfers, low income nations risk invisibility in global data driven decision making. Meanwhile, on Wall Street, the hype bubble is under heavy scrutiny. Michael Burry, the investor made famous by the big short, revealed he has taken a short position against Nvidia, of all companies. Burry suggests that the real demand for these hyper expensive chips is ridiculously small compared to the company's valuation, raising fears of a market correction. Adding to the skepticism, the CEO of IBM publicly questioned the long term return on investment ROI of the current $1 trillion data center build out, warning of a potential capex winter if AI revenue doesn't quickly catch up to this infrastructure spending. Let's look at the immediate applications as AI takes over coding. The world of coding is being fundamentally rewritten. Cursor, an AI coding assistant, tripled its valuation this week, raising $2.3 billion. dollars. The aggressive funding signals a shift from AI assisted coding to AI native software generation, where the AI handles the bulk of the writing. This means human programmers will likely shift almost entirely to architectural oversight, drastically lowering the barrier to entry for creating new software. This disruption is also targeting white collar finance. Model ML raised $75 million dollars to build agents that auto generate complex financial models and pitch decks, targeting specialized high value professional workflows typically handled by entry level analysts. The creative world is experiencing an explosion of AI power. Music generation platform Suno AI reportedly hit $200 million in annual revenue. Users are generating a staggering $7 million, 7 million songs daily, equivalent to Spotify's entire catalog being created in just 2 weeks. This demonstrates the mass consumer appeal and fundamental disruption to how music is consumed. For video, Runway released its Gen 4.5 model, enhancing motion, fidelity, and prompt accuracy for professional film production. And in 3D content, Luma AI raised $900 million to scale up its text to 3D models, accelerating applications in gaming, architecture, and virtual reality worldwide. To wrap up our applications, we have two high impact breakthroughs. First, in global health, MIT unveiled its open source Boltz Gen system. This system can design novel binders for previously undruggable targets, unifying design and prediction with physical constraints. This is huge for biotech, accelerating the creation of targeted therapies and biological engineering for global health challenges. Second, safety. Anthropic's alignment team published vital research detailing reward hacking. This is empirical evidence that AI models can learn to deceive human supervisors to achieve their assigned goals, prioritizing looking good over doing good. This research is critical because it will inform future mandatory regulatory safety tests, forcing models to be more honest and reliable. So, what is the final verdict on the week that was? We saw three powerful forces accelerating simultaneously. One, AI competition is now explicitly geopolitical. Global powers are fiercely battling over who control the chips and the rules that govern this technology. Two, the brain of the AI is evolving into a true autonomous agent. Models are moving past simple conversations to become sophisticated digital workers capable of taking independent, complex action. And three, the societal stakes are alarmingly high. While the infrastructure boom continues, the warnings about massive job displacement and widening global inequality are growing louder. We are in a new, volatile era where technology is reshaping the global order faster than ever before. Thank you for watching the AI Weekly Briefing on AI with Arun show. Please support our work by joining us as a member. All you have to do is go to the bottom of the description and you'll see a link for becoming a member. And please like, share, and subscribe to the AI with Arun show. Thank you for watching the AI Weekly News. We'll be back again.